Hey everyone, hello Lebanese people, welcome back. Today's video is not just information, it is a call for action. Because right now in Lebanon, thousands of students are slowly losing the right to education. And if we stay silent about it, an entire generation could lose its future. Nelson Mandela once said, "Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world." But in Lebanon today, education is no longer equally accessible to everyone. Lebanon was once known for having one of the strongest education systems in the Middle East. Public schools and universities help students become doctors, engineers, teachers, and leaders. But after years of economic collapse, corruption, inflation, and political instability, the education system has been pushed into crisis. According to UNICEF, in 2023, many public schools in Lebanon suffer from electricity shortages, poor internet access, lack of transportation, and missing educational materials. Since the financial collapse in 2019, teachers and professors have repeatedly gone on strike because their salaries lost most of their value. Human Rights Watch reported in 2023 that many teachers could no longer afford basic living expenses. And while this crisis continues, low-income families are suffering the most. According to UNESCO in 2023, more students are being forced to leave schools and universities because their families simply cannot afford transportation, book, tuition, or daily cost anymore. But the most important question now is, why is this happening? The first major cause is economic crisis. The collapse of the Lebanese currency destroyed teachers' salaries and weakened public institutions. Another major cause is corruption and poor government management. According to the World Bank in 2024, Lebanon has failed to improperly invest in public education for years. Schools and universities now lack stable electricity, modern technology, infrastructure, and educational resources. At the same time, private schools continue operating because wealthy families can still afford them. This creates a dangerous inequality where education depends more on money than on ability or hard work. And the effects of this crisis are devastating. Dropout rates are increasing, especially among poor students. Teachers are underpaid, exhausted, and losing motivation. Universities are struggling to continue functioning normally. And many educating young people are leaving Lebanon completely to search for better opportunities abroad. This is not an education crisis. It is a national crisis, because when education collapses, economies weaken, poverty increases, inequality grows, and countries lose their future innovators, professionals, and leaders. Now, yes, some solutions have already been attempted. In 2023, UNICEF and the Lebanese Ministry of Education provided financial support and school supplies to public schools. This helped many students continue their learning temporarily, but it did not fully solve the problem because teachers remained underpaid. There were also attempts to modernize the school programs and improve infrastructure according to UNESCO. Some reforms showed progress, but political instability and corruption slowed them down before real long-term success could happen. Now, what needs to happen now? First, Lebanon must treat education as national priority, not as secondary issue. Public schools and universities need proper funding, modern resources, stable electricity, internet access, and transportation systems. Second, teachers must receive fair salaries and proper working conditions, because no education system can survive without educators. Third, stronger anti-corruption laws and accountability systems must be implemented to make sure educational funding actually reaches students and schools instead of being wasted or mismanaged or robbed. And finally, this is where advocacy becomes important. Real change does not happen when people stay silent. It happens when students, teachers, parents, and citizens speak up, demand accountability, raise awareness, and pressure leaders to act. So this video is not only meant to inform you, it is meant to encourage you to care, to speak, and to act. Share this issue, discuss it, support public education, hold governments accountable, because education is not a privilege reserved for wealthy families. It is a basic human right. And Lebanon's fight for fair education is a fight for equality, is a fight for opportunity and the future of an entire generation. Without immediate action, public education will continue collapsing. But with reform, accountability, and public support, Lebanon can rebuild an education system that gives every student a fair chance to succeed. Because when students lose education, countries lose their future.